how did we get here? How did we get here? How did I even get here? I'm a mechanic from Squamish, and I'm the guy who brings people the truth. Now, this is an important thing, and I think it is very important that we get the truth, because we're not going to make informed decisions. We're not going to be able to change things moving forward if we're not informed in the first place. Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of spin out there. There is a whole bunch of spin when it comes to the media, because there's an agenda and there's a direction that certain people want to push the country, or some people just don't want change. Some people just like it the way it is. Hey, how about we just keep it that way? Not realizing that they're actually sinking the ship, and that's where we're going. So here's where I come in. I don't know how that happened, because usually it used to be, the news media, CBC, good old CBC, right? Everyone trusted that name. How much do we trust that now? Yikes. And that's the reality. So CBC is paid to the tune of $1.4 billion per year to spin the truth and give you a narrative that will allow the status quo to keep going on. And it's not a very good thing. It hasn't been a very good thing. Now, I cut my teeth during the Freedom Convoy. I was just a mechanic in Squamish with too much film gear as a hobby. And I saw what was happening. I saw the news coverage of what was happening. But at the same time, I knew people that were involved in this. I knew people that were hitting the road. They were going down there to Ottawa to speak their mind and say, no, all this stuff about COVID is over. We're done. We've had enough, and we're fed up. So thank God for them, because the world was waiting for something like that to happen, and it finally did. But that was just the beginning of the battle. That was absolutely just the beginning. And, I like I said, I cut my teeth on sharing that story, and then quickly realized that, holy cow, there's a lot of other stories. There's a lot of things that the news is wrapping up in this tight little bow and preaching to you. And it is preaching. They're preaching to you this story that doesn't exist. It's a complete fabrication, or a lot of times they'll give you a little bit of the truth, just a taste of the truth, just enough for you to say, okay, I know that that's happening, so yeah, I'll buy the rest. And in fact, a lot of it is absolutely BS. And you know what? It is difficult in my position to bring people the truth, because it's not always a popular position. And especially right now. I mean, right now we're seeing a lot of this playing out. Victoria, beautiful city, right? Victoria, beautiful, has probably one of the wokest places in all of North America. But I do have to say, when I got here, because this is my second time here, what a change. Holy cow. So many Canadian flags everywhere today. They're all over the place. Everyone's kind of woken up to the whole I guess not. That's not how it works out. Now, I want to share something with you guys on this, because I tweeted this out. They lied about COVID-19. They lied about the vaccine. They lied about immigration. They've lied about drugs. They lied about Ukraine. They lied to us about the Freedom Convoy. But they're totally telling us the truth about Donald Trump's tariffs. Just wrap yourself in that flag. Get that flag around you. This is an interesting story, and this is an unpopular thing to be telling in Canada, because Canadians don't want to be told that they've been doing something wrong, or maybe not they. You guys out in the audience, and the average person isn't doing something wrong, but they don't want to be told this story that we have a system that isn't good. It's not proper. It shouldn't have been this way for a long time. And it needs to change in order for us to have good relationships with other people around the world, especially our neighbors to the south. Because now tariffs are in the news. This is what 25% tariffs coming down on Canada would not be good. That's not a good thing. But when you look historically at the tariffs that Canada has on the United States, it paints a completely different picture. Now, just to be clear, these are the tariffs Canada has imposed on the US for years, even before Trump ran his first mandate. Dairy products, 270%. Cheese, 245%. Butter, 298%. Other agricultural products, chicken, 238%. Sausage, 69, LOL. Barley seed, 57 to 57.8. I don't know, it depends on the type of barley. I'm not sure why. Industrial goods, copper, 48%. Aluminum, 45%. Steel, 25%. Consumer goods, cars, 45%. 45% on cars in Canada. We make them here. TVs, 25%. Eggs, 163%. 94% on wheat. It goes on and on and on. And this isn't the behavior of a good neighbor. I'd like to see us with a better relationship. And right now, Donald Trump, he's coming in and yeah, he's pretty harsh. And this whole 51st state thing, I don't buy it for a second. I don't think they want another California in their voting bloc. So you can call that bluff right away. But at the end of the day, he's a businessman. We need to come to the table and negotiate, not like we did in 2024 in Great Britain when we went to the negotiation table and we said, none of this is negotiable. And you know what they told us? They said, all right, we're gonna walk away and next time you're gonna put your big boy pants on and you're gonna come back here and you're gonna behave like a normal adult and talk to us like the trading partners we have been for decades, for generations. This is the thing. So Canada, I think, would benefit long-term from fair trade. It won't work out for some people that have monopolies because of this stuff, the state apparatus with the dairy cartel, things like that. But this is the time, and I really do think so, that this is the time to encourage our politicians, especially on the federal level, to touch that third rail, because Donald Trump's actually opening up a window of opportunity for us that will close. That opportunity will close at some point, but right now it's been this political third rail not to touch the dairy lobby, any of these other things. Alberta successfully got rid of the wheat board years ago, but this is the kind of thing that needs to come to the table. And again, largely unpopular ideas when you try to tell this to large audiences. And I'm glad you guys are receptive, absolutely. A round of applause for you guys. But at the end of the day, it's about telling the truth. If we want to get somewhere and we want to get somewhere good and we want to implement good things and we want to tell people about good medicine and how to fix their bodies, the number one thing is to just be truthful to them. And when we start fibbing in certain areas, then people will trust us a lot less. The whole idea is integrity. And I play the game of integrity. If I try to toe some agenda at some point, I'll lose all of that. I mean, I can always just go back to being a mechanic in Squamish. That's fine, but I do like this. I like this avenue, and I want to keep bringing truth to people out there. Now, again, this is how we get there. So, I mean, how do I even finish this one off? Tune out from the cable TV, tune out from CTV, CBC, and all of this mainstream propaganda that's out there, and turn your computers on, because I'm not the only one out there. There are so many people doing exactly what I do, and there's a lot of truth to be found. Thank you very much.